DCN as a global organization, it is in Berlin. It is for the Youth Summit, where 100 people from 35 countries have gathered in order actually to discuss, to explore, to produce and highlight the potential of Generation Z. Generation Z, welcome to Berlin, welcome to DCN Global.
I just finished giving my workshop, The Science Behind the Algorithm. The goal of the workshop was really to talk about some of the data behind why things go viral on social. But the energy in the room was electric because we talked about something bigger. We really got into what are the reasons why people want to show up on social. And every person here has some amazing cause or amazing goal or activity that they're trying to support. So by understanding what are people's goals, who are they trying to reach, what is their motivation behind showing up on social, we got into something really deep and really powerful about, you know, the amazing and inspiring things that the people at this conference are doing. My big takeaway is that Gen Z is incredible, and don't worry about the world, they've got this.
Here in Berlin Youth Summit, we did a really nice metaverse experience. We create the DCN verse, a metaverse for the members of DCN. So we create a floating island with a gallery, with a bar, with different spaces, with an auditorium, and all the participants from the Berlin Youth Summit join through spatial, through their VR headsets, with mobile phones, through desktop, laptops, the new experience, and with their own avatars, they join a new brave world.
We had a workshop about gaming as a tool for storytelling, and in that workshop we taught the participants to really think about where they're from, what kind of causes they're super passionate about, and how games can really reach more than just outside of their region, outside of their communities, to reach a bigger audience. And my hope for them is that we have planted a seed in them, and that they would actually continue to think about what kind of stories they want to tell in games.
We're having a workshop in climate change, and it's going to be really exciting to have, like people coming from all over Europe. Like they're passionate about what they do, and they are, like they care about climate change. So we're going to be speaking about how narrative meets with creators and how we can, change the world.
I've had an amazing time at the Berlin Youth Summit, and I think what's particularly special about this event is there are young Gen Z innovators from 30 plus countries across Europe. And so even in my last session, I led a workshop on finding your generational digital voice. And I got to hear from my peers in Georgia, in Belarus, in Greece, in London, all speaking to the problems that they're seeing in their countries and the ways that they're really using their voices for change and opportunity to build community. And so I come from the US, I'm from New York. And so it's been really great to just see what my peers are sort of building, investing, and speaking about all over the world. Because when you're able to get outside of your own echo chamber, you can create real change and broaden your perspective.
I'm here this time with two hats. The first hat is member of the DCN Global team, and we are organizing the Berlin Youth Summit in the middle of a very important historical city in Europe. And the second hat I have this time is as a coordinator, a co-founder of Gen Știri, a platform of explaining news to young people in Romania for now. And we are here together, 6 of us, to not just promote our work and push the idea that journalism has to be adapted to the Gen Z style of understanding things, but also to coordinate the participants from over 30 countries who will, during these days, create 5 campaigns for what they believe in.
I think that human rights are everything. We saw around the globe a huge decline in human rights, and I think that this is a topic which needs to be discussed among all the generations. Here are so many amazing people who want to change things, who are using their voice to share positive message, to share something nice about the society, and I think it has a huge potential to actually change something.
My experience at the summit has been very rewarding. I met so many people from other countries, and I especially loved how we got to engage around topics that interest me, but with so many different perspectives brought into the mix. So it has been very educational, and I loved meeting so many new friends.
My advice to anyone who is Gen Z and looking to create content is really to leverage your firsthand perspective and experience to add yourself basically into the equation. So when you're thinking about the future of climate change, climate is the #1 concern, or like the climate crisis is the #1 concern for young people all over the world. And so we intimately understand what's happening and how it's impacting our everyday lives. The future of shopping and retail, young people are driving those changes in the way that we shop and behave and shop together socially, right? And so whenever you're thinking about the ways that you can sort of start building your voice, the fact that you are Gen Z talking about the future, we're the ones that are creating it. And so it's really important to just leverage that first-hand experience and just start creating content and add your perspective to the global conversation.